Hello, my Libra and Libra rising friends, Sandra from ForYourChi.com, and I'm here today with your monthly reading for January 2021. Welcome to the new year. Let's see what's in store for you guys. I'm doing this 12-card spread on YouTube for free again for January. We're still in the holiday season. I still think it's important that everyone gets a full reading right now with these eclipse energies that we're in, and we're eyeball deep into this big change and shift that's happening right now. As I even speak this video, record this video the day before the winter solstice, which is huge, as many of you already know. If you haven't subscribed and hit the notification bell, please do. The subscription automatically enters you into a drawing that I draw once a month, where I pick a lucky YouTube subscriber to win a free email reading with me with the cards of truth, which are awesome, which is why I give it away once a month. And you're going to want to hit the notification bell because I announce the winner in the weekly videos, and you're going to want to watch every week for your name, because you only have 7 days to claim that prize. You'll email me if I select your YouTube channel. And make sure your subscription settings are set to public on YouTube. If not, I cannot see your name of the name of your channel on my end. Libra, what is up with this card? Will some Libra or Libra rising person please watch the last 7 months of your readings and tell me how many times out of the last 7 months that we didn't pick this card? I want to say it's one time. Seriously. It seems like every time this card shows up, and more oftentimes than not, it shows up in your first house, which is so unusual. But if you're a Libra that's watched me for a while now, you will know that accelerated motion means that you are learning a harsh life lesson. Let's hope we put this to bed at the beginning of 2021, because you really don't want to carry this any longer than you already have. You're tired of it. I know you guys are tired of it. It's time to make a change. It's time to make a decision to exit this behavior pattern. You really can lay that burden down. And it is a burden, let's face it. Your angel card here is emerging. So you definitely are coming out of this energy, and thank God, right? You are turning the corner. Keep up the good work here. And really, it's just a desire to turn over this new leaf, to usher in this new energy, right? So, I mean, I do love this angel message with it, because it appears that you are learning the lessons that you need to sort of get past this, which is great. Okay, now emotional loss in the second house means you wish you had more money, or you wish you had a certain particular item that you no longer have, or that you wish that you could attain. Now, this is not the end of the world. You know, it's not like the world's going to come crashing down on your finances in January. It just looks like you're missing something here, and you're going to work to fix it, correct it, or get it back. Now, what's interesting here is you have a romance card in your second house. I'm trying to remember, someone else pulled a similar message in the Oracle. It might have been Virgo. So if you're like a Virgo rising but Libra sun, or vice versa, then you just got a double message here. So this tells me that your finances are either tied up in your relationship, or they soon could be. You know, either you are getting money in from this partner type person, or your money is going out and to this person, or to this person's obligations, bills, could be child support, right? And that's why you're feeling something's missing here. Libras tend to take care of others, although they really wish they had it the other way around. I know more Libras that pay more bills than their partners do. you know, it all depends on who you're with, right? Who you're glued to, Libra. And that could be what this card is talking about too, relationships. We're going to get to that in a minute because you got a very interesting message in your 7th house and 6th and 10th. I've never seen anything like this reading, I can tell you that much. 3rd house, memories of love. You have a brother or sister who is reminiscent of times past or in a previous relationship they've been in. They could be fantasizing about an ex or a past relationship that they wished they were in still or again. Okay? Now, there is a celebration here for your brother or sister, so I don't feel like this trip down memory lane is all bad. They are going to be celebrating something in January, and possibly you could be there with them celebrating this in January. Your 4th house, you have balance. So this is talking about, I don't want to say all work and not enough play, but I think you get what I mean here. You know, you could be spending too much time doing one thing with your house at home, but not taking care of everything else. So this is about balancing your time when you're at home and make sure you're getting enough sleep. Sleep is hard for Libras for some reason, unless you have a certain ascendant. It just seems like they're up all night thinking. They can't shut the brain off, the brain switch off. And maybe that's part of the balance here. You know, maybe some of you need to work on your meditation skills to sort of turn that switch off before you go to bed and relax, you know, rather than being on social media or watching videos, which tends to keep that switch on, particularly all night. Now, there's something that the Libra needs to let go here with regard to your house of home, and I'm being reminded that the 4th house does rule your father. You know, for some of you, this may be something that your father needs to release in his life that is no longer working, but for other Libras, this could be issues that are father related to you. You could have had something traumatic in your past happen by the hands of your father, and let's face it, most people do, right? I think more people than not do. They have something that they're holding with them that needs to be released at this time in order for you to heal. And you may need some professional help with that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, with reaching out to seek professional guidance. 5th house, shadow. This is the moon card, and the 5th house relates to your dating life. It also relates to your social circle. Sometimes children fall in the 5th house, but usually that's the 11th house. This is the moon card in traditional tarot. It's not it's not a party card for sure. This is more like being an introvert, not wanting to go out. Well, people aren't really going out anyway. You don't really want to you're not in the mood to go on dates. You don't feel like getting ready. Getting ready for a Libra takes too much work right now in January. You know, December is a different story, but this is January. However, the Oracle card is talking about something new that's under the surface. Now, this hasn't happened yet because you're in this energy. This energy is not going to bring in what you want here. You're going to have to usher this out somehow. But there is news of something coming in the later months because you have new love here. So this could definitely be rekindling an old flame, or this could be a brand new person. The fact that it does represent itself in your 5th house is very significant because this is your dating life. There is no other house that represents dating life other than the 5th house. Now, here we go with the love card, but it's in your house of work. What? And health. Love that health with this card. This is the Ace of Cups. It says that your cup overrunneth here in the 6th house of work and health. If you've had an ailment, or something chronic. You could see a turn of events for the better. You could have had an epiphany of how to fix it. You could be avoiding certain substances, sometimes it's dairy or something or gluten that makes you feel better, certainly. For others of you, this is a message about work. And you have a direct correlation to the 10th house, and I'm going to relate the two cards when I get to the 10th house. Maybe I should just wait until we get to that 10th house to really reel it in here. But I mean, this is the biggest love card in this deck, and it's in your 6th house. Can I rule out you not meeting a new person at work or at your job or what you do for a living? Not with these cards. There might be something stirring up there. Now, the oracle message is spend more time outside. This is going to help ground you, which Libras really need, especially at the beginning of the new year when you're trying to focus, right? But also the fresh air is going to help you sort of hone in on those psychic senses that you guys already have. Now, speaking of psychic, you pulled the 3rd eye chakra in the 7th house. For some of you, this is someone that you already have a connection with the 3rd eye chakra with, or you're going to meet someone where you have this connection. In any event, you are seeing pictures in your mind's eye connected to this person, partner, whether that's present partnership for some of you or future partnership for others of you. If it is the future, it's going to be short-term future because this is a short-term reading. I say in the disclaimer when I first started this 12-house spread, this is either going to talk about what's happening right now or what's happening in the next few weeks, usually to 4 to 6 weeks, which is why I do it monthly. And the angel card message is dreams, psychic visions in your dreams related to 7th house, primary relationships and business partnership or business partnerships. But for most of you, this is about love. You could have a very prophetic dream about a person's face that you see that you actually meet in the future. You could have a prophetic dream about someone that you're in a relationship now or someone you already know, and you guys are in a relationship in your dream that actually comes true. And we're going to talk more about the love in the 10th house because I really cannot believe what I'm seeing in your 10th and 6th houses together. But let's get through this first. Okay, 8th house, conflict and defeat. You guys know the 8th house represents intimacy, taxes, contracts, legal matters, and the source of your significant other's income. After that, I see arguments here. You could have an argument about something going on or not going on in the bedroom. You can have an argument about taxes, about some kind of lawsuit pending, or contract. This could also be related to you and your contracts that you deal with at your job. Now, the Libra, after this argument, the Libra feels pretty beat up emotionally, and so you're going to have to repair your energy after this argument. And the message here is music. Listen to uplifting music. I know we all like different music. I'm not telling you what to do. Listen to whatever you want. But you should also, if I were you, I would add megahertz frequency tune-ups. So search YouTube for megahertz frequency videos and you will find all of these videos that, it's like the possibilities are infinite, right? What these megahertz frequencies do is they raise the frequency of your spirit, which raise the frequency of your body, which can repair damage done caused by stress and other environmental factors. So whenever you're feeling bad, particularly after an argument, try to go to YouTube and you'll see what I mean. And some people listen to it while they're sleeping or while they're eating or cooking, you know. They just have it on in the background, which is great. Ninth house, travel and higher knowledge. So this is any school that you want to do or that you're currently in, or any trips that you want to take on or go on. You're researching your options now. It's time to do your homework. It's not time to decide. So, but you are looking at different possibilities here of where you want to go in the future or what new skills or classes you'd like to learn or take. I like it. Now you have a specific intention here. So there's something about manifesting. You can manifest where you want to go here, although you do want to, you know, pick a place first before you work on manifesting with your intention. But I do get that once you decide and you put, you know, once you put your mind to whatever this is, you are focused on getting the outcome, which is great. Now here we go with the 10th and 11th house, and I have some explaining to do when we get to the 11th house. Just sort of saying that to remind myself. 10th house rules career, but also your mother can show up in the 10th house. This is karma. This is a very karmic card. It says that whatever you experience in the month of January related to your career, you already decided it before you entered on this planet. This is a predetermined event. It will be different for every one of you. Yes, I have seen this card mean meeting a soulmate. But if that's the case, it's one of two ways. Either you meet this soulmate at your job, where we pulled the Ace of Cups, right? Or your mother meets this soulmate, because you guys pulled the soulmate card. I'm not kidding. The card that means soulmate and the oracle card that means soulmate. Unbelievable. I do find it strange, though, that it showed up in your 10th house. So for some of you, this could be talking about your mother. Now, you know, Libras think that soulmates are like the ultimate end-all, be-all. And I can see, like, they all get giddy and, you know, celebration and party time and confetti and blowhorns and champagne. But the truth is, soulmate relationships are difficult. And that's how we charted it out this lifetime. We had a set schedule of lessons that we were supposed to learn with this person because we didn't get it right last time. So it's not easy. I did not see it easy for you guys last month, although I saw somebody showing up in your 7th house. But you did pull the Ace of Swords, which I don't like getting in a relationship because that's hard work. Or this could be someone that you've met in a past lifetime. And the soulmate card itself represents a person that you've known in a past lifetime, but not necessarily a soulmate that you have a contract with, if that makes sense. So for every Libra, it's going to be different, of course. Now, I have a backstory before I go into the 11th house. I have 2 decks of these Healing with the Angel cards. And sometimes when I pull from one of the decks, I accidentally mix the decks up is what I'm trying to say. So in this deck, I had 2 soulmate cards. And I kid you not, this second soulmate card came up in your 10th house of children and best friends. So you could have a child, and if you have children, the children always rule the best friends. This is either or. Either it's your child, if you have a child, yes. The answer is yes, it's your child. If you don't have a child, then it's talking about your best friend. Prosperity Begins is a seed that they are planting that they're going to harvest in the future. And a lot of times this card means small business idea. Either they get a small business idea or they are implementing that small business idea, which is fabulous. Now, the soulmate card here is one of two things. Either they have someone they have known in a past lifetime that is helping them, or they have a contract to do whatever the service or product or business is. This is something that they planned out before they came here. Or they're working on this project with a friend who is like their friend for life, or who will be a very significant partner or person in their life, in their future, and possibly has been in the past. The Devil card, I have to sigh. This is a bummer, but this is in your 12th house. So 12th house is what's about to happen this spring, and specifically in the month of April. You have to pay attention to who shows up on your scene in your environment in April. It is most likely someone who is an addict of some sort, or who is acting a fool, who is saying one thing and doing another. They're totally unreliable, and they are of no assistance to you whatsoever. And in fact, they are a thorn in your side. When that happens, politely send them away, Libra. It's not too often that you say no, but I promise you, your DNA as a Libra is programmed to say no. How do I know? Because I've heard Libras say no many, many, many times. The minute you send the devil away, blessings come in. Here's the good news. The Libra wants the good news. I know it. You send the devil away. Peace out. Right? Sorry, can't talk to you. Busy right now. Working. Doesn't have to be in a mean way. A Libra won't be mean anyway, right? Just make an excuse. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had to wash my hair and shave my legs. And that took 5 hours, right? Send the devil packing, and blessings are coming in. And as you can see, here's your confetti and your party signs, right? I'm sure if you looked closely, you could see a bottle of fancy champagne. We ended it on a good note, didn't we, Libra? Many blessings to all of you in January. Please share this with all your Libra friends and tag them. Happy 2021.